All right, everybody, welcome to the race recap show of the RMFantasy SXperts for Daytona Supercross. We got a lot to talk about.
Oodles of time.
Oh, we got oodles of time.
We have oodles of time today. Tyler Enticknap is calling in today. So Dean Wilson, unfortunately, had a little schedule mishap, so he is reconfirmed for a couple Mondays from now. But Tyler Enticknap, if you guys don't know him, he's a brother of 7 Deuce Deuce. Great guy. He's going to give us his thoughts on what went down at Daytona. But overall, Christian, first impressions, what? Give me like your takeaway. And
hitting up the chat in here. I'm glad I picked Tomac to win and Wilson for the wild card. I'll tell you that.
I was a little worried. I don't know how many people will agree with me, but after qualifying, I saw that first qualifying session. I did not feel very good about Tomac. He was like 2 or 3 seconds off the pace. And even he said it in his interview after. He talked about how he had his doubts going into the night show. But then he said after the night show started, it was like, all right, let's go.
Everybody I was seeing was picking Anderson last minute, too. It was really making me question it, but I had to take that hard line. And
I wonder what the jump was when Mookie qualified first, right at the very end of there.
I have that number, actually.
Okay.
So we can get into that.
We will get into it. But look, thank you for joining us live right now. Remember, if you're watching this video, subscribe to the channel so you never miss out. We're here Mondays and Thursdays, always at 12 o'clock Mountain Standard Time. Give this video a thumbs up, too, if you like it.
And the stats have been coming in clutch. 2 huge weeks. I mean, we can get into the player stats.
Look, I wanted to take Tomac out, but I said no. Statistically,
you left him in there too.
I left him in there. I was like, he has won this 5 out of 6 years. Like,
if it was any other round with what was going on, I probably would have taken him out. But I did the same thing. Daytona, leave him in there.
So Dr. JB says he was like that 3 years ago and still won. I know. It's so hard to just trust the process.
I just said Daytona
after you watch qualifying.
Leave it alone. And then when Wilson qualified 10th, I was like, I'm good.
Oh, my gosh. All right, well, let's talk about it. Remember, we give away $100,000 in prizes throughout the year, and shout out again to all the sponsors that do this. Remember, go to the RMFantasy SX website, see all the sponsors, see what's up for grabs, giveaways that we're doing each and every week, the grand prizes, and support those companies by buying some of their products.
I mean, it wouldn't be possible without them, and they love to be involved too. It's a good deal for everybody.
All right, and here we go. All right, so results-wise, we had Eli Tomac, Cooper Webb, Chase Sexton, Dylan Ferrandis, Justin Barsha, and Dean Wilson in the wild card.
Yeah.
Let's talk about stats here.
Who surprised you the most out of all of them? Ferrandis, easily.
I mean, he was really good in qualifying. You know he's a top 5 guy if he gets a start.
I mean, we said on that track he might do something.
I would say surprise would be Cooper Webb being able to hold off Tomac that long. I thought once Tomac got into second, it was like, here we go.
Could have easily won.
Yeah, and then the other surprise I would say is Malcolm Stewart just throwing third place in the points in the trash over revenge.
I don't know if it was revenge.
What?
I don't know if it was revenge.
What do you mean?
I don't know if
he teed him up in the sand corner.
Man, it is really crazy, and it's your fault.
I want to see the replay again because the more I look at it, I don't know. I'm not going to say
we'll get into it.
That's a head scratcher. We'll get into it. We'll get Tyler Enticknap's thoughts, but that's a head scratcher to me.
It doesn't make any sense on any planet of why he would want to do that in my mind.
You will when we see the replay of what Malcolm tried to do to Jason Anderson last year and punted himself off the track. So we'll get to that. Let's talk about stats. Let's talk about some scores here. Average score is pretty good, though. It's 50 points or just under.
It's the third highest round, but close to the second highest this week.
That's interesting considering that Anderson and Mookie were out.
Yeah.
And you had Ferrandis in there who Dean Wilson, I'm sure, gave a lot of people the wild card spot.
Tomac winning was a gimme, and then, if you had Webb or Sexton in there, which ain't too far-fetched.
Right.
And Wilson, I mean, we'll get into the wild card here, too. 40% had Wilson in the wild card. That's the highest percentage we've ever had.
Yeah, but you know why? Because they're listening to the stats.
That's why I left him in there.
If you didn't know the stats, it'd be tough.
I had those stats burned into my mind. McElrath was looking good, other people, but I just said leave him in there.
Okay.
Paid off. 3 perfect scores, so we're going streaking. We got 2 weeks of that going on. 47% of players had it. There it is. 47% of players had at least 2 picks correct. 85% had at least 1. So nobody going to bed too mad, I would think. Only Roxon and Brayton got more than 10% of the wild card vote, so it was Wilson like a runaway, like we said.
Yeah.
62% had Tomac for the win. Only 3.5% had him off their podium. I'm not sure why. 29% had Anderson to win. 47% had him in second. So it was a pretty standard round of how everybody picked. Stewart actually got picked by 2.79% to win after he qualified first. But he's getting picked pretty evenly between third and fifth still. Sexton was only in 72% of players' picks. He's the same as Mookie, getting picked about the same.
Only? That's pretty high.
I thought it would have been higher, honestly.
Think so?
But then Webb was only picked by 24% of the players on the podium anywhere.
Okay.
His most pick position was fourth.
Wow, William Schumann, 4 out of 6 picks right.
Big week was only in 67% of players' top 5 picks.
Okay.
Was Webb. So
Ferrandis was only 22.
Ferrandis, outdoor.
He's your spoiler.
Outdoor track. Outdoor or hybrid track style, still only 22%. Yep. His most picked position was fifth at 10%.
Right over there?
I was pulling a Rick.
You're pulling a me.
4.6% had him in their wild card. And Barsha was kind of surprising to me, too. Most picked position was fifth, 12.8%. Was only picked in the top 5 by 22% of players. So. And then Roxon. He was picked in the top 5 by 20% of players. I'm not sure why.
Qualifying, man. They got emotional after watching qualifying.
Yeah, I mean, it might be the diehard Kenny fans. That
he
aren't
qualified
gonna let it go.
good.
He did, and he looked good, and we want him.
He
up
looks
there.
good every round.
I didn't really have a stat to back it up, so I didn't do it. 15% actually had him in their wild card.
Okay.
He was close before the penalty. And a lot of people abandoned ship on Marv. I didn't. Only 14% had him in their top 5. He took 6th. And
He was close.
there's the Brayton maniacs out there that
He burned
6
me.
people picked Brayton to win again. So
Daytona's just coming back.
you never know.
Hey, I didn't give up on Marv, dude. I left him in there.
I did too.
wasn't-
Aquatic. And me had to talk about it, but
Aquatic Terra Firma. Stu is the man. I don't know what's okay. Who knows, man? Well, we're going to talk more about it. Let's take a look at the lap chart here. Wilson had a wild ride. I don't know where he got passed on lap 5. Is that where he went?
happen.
Is that where?
Oh,
well, that's where
Malcolm
and Anderson ran into the back of him.
where he got caught up in the corner maybe and slowed down Wilson too.
But let's see. We had that.
Dr. JB pointed out Marchbanks. Look at him.
Yeah.
All over the place.
He had a lot. Just look at that gaggle of riders getting past him. Holy cow.
The gaggle of riders.
Yeah. I mean,
Dude, I wanna know what happened
Marv
to
and
Martin.
Roxon to Martin, Alex Martin.
Yeah, something must have happened there.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't really notice it going on, but he did talk about it. He ran into a wall or something. I watched his vlog afterwards. He did something weird and basically kind of cruised around. But I don't know. I expected Anderson and Mookie to maybe move up a little bit farther than they did, but when you look at the guys that are in front of them, Roxon improved drastically. I mean,
he looked good.
He got
compared to past rounds.
Yeah, I don't know.
And then he got gifted 2 spots, which I'm sure he ain't too mad about.
Yeah, so where'd he finish? Well, he got finished in 7th. I mean, I guess Anderson and Malcolm got docked that position. I don't know. Okay.
I've heard it was because of them hitting each other, because of taking advantage of the track.
Is it the AMA just saying, hey, we've had enough, like you guys need to chill it out?
I don't know.
I don't think so. Like, if they want to do it, let them do it, I guess.
Hey, Aquatic.
What?
He took 6th. I mean, Marv was right there, bro.
What'd he say?
I'm not mad for leaving him in. He was 1 spot away.
No.
Now
Okay.
I'm defending Marv to Aquatic. Who would have ever guessed?
Oh, my gosh. All right, let's talk about it. Overall weekly point leader and top 10. Overall leaderboard here. Look at this.
Slipped.
Brop did. Oh, he did slip, huh? By 20 points. It's a rough couple of weeks there.
Even God Kings can bleed. The dude slipped out of first.
Was that a quote from 300?
It was.
Okay.
I love that movie.
Look
Dude,
at that, though.
Look at Senior Ripper. That's pretty cool. New names up there. I haven't seen J66, Seats, 331.
Yeah, 605 points. Neither you or I don't have.
I have 300 exactly.
You have 300 exactly?
Speaking of 300.
Oh, my gosh. I have two. You passed me.
Dude, I had a good week.
I'm at
Actually
297.
by 3 points.
Oh, my gosh. Hey.
Together, we're not at
I don't have to win the title. I just got to beat you, all right?
Dude, we need to get that. Somebody memed us hard with Mari. You claim to be fantasy SXperts in the lie detector test. Determined
Yeah,
that
we
to be a
got
lie.
it.
Yeah. I did see that.
That was pretty good.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, it's heating up.
I know.
Up in
It was
there.
good. All right. Well, look here. Let's get into some of the highlights. Let's show the highlights reel, and then we're going to get Tyler Enticknap on the phone here in just a few minutes.
I like it.
Are we ready for it? Starting out, what stood out the most to you? Jet Lawrence. It's kind of funny in the heat race.
Yeah.
He
Little
goes
brain
in.
fart.
Oh, wow, we thought it was over.
Oh, total. Like, well, luckily he had a big lead.
Mm-hmm.
If you guys didn't know this, but Jet Lawrence right here thinks he just won the heat race. He's putting his hand up like it's all good, and then I guess one of the flaggers was waving him like, dude, you're not done yet.
And he still wasn't even threatened.
I know.
When you're that good.
Oh my gosh, he won by like 10 or 11 seconds. Like it is, his speed right now is insane.
The hype is so huge for him. Everyone likes him, and I do too. But the bigger and more hype he gets, I start going for more underdogs. But he's starting to win me back over it. Like, there's no way you can't like him.
Dude, he makes, when you win by 10 seconds over that field and you make it look easy, that's pretty wild.
His interview after that was just so funny to me. How he's just laughing about it. Yeah. Didn't even care.
Hey, does anyone know what happened with Marchbanks here? We got a replay. He was like pushing his bike off the track, and
the handlebars are like broken.
But they didn't show him crash. I was looking, I was like, hey, he doesn't look dirty. But his handlebars are literally, look, he's pushing the bike by the stem.
Well, they're broken in half.
Are they? That's what I don't know.
How?
Like, dude, I don't know.
I was looking all over for this video. I couldn't find
his handlebars broke.
That was crazy.
Weird. Mookie's starting the heat. You put this in there. What are we checking out here? Just whole shot king here?
How just far out there he is by like the first or second turn.
Well, he makes a good cut underneath, and then all of a sudden he's gone.
Just gone. I mean, at the next camera view or whatever, he's the only one in the angle.
Yeah.
Just blew my mind. Like, watch right here. Just everyone else is gone.
That's true. He gapped out pretty good. I didn't really pay attention to that.
He's ripping starts now.
Then he got pretty loose.
This one, no one he talked about, but I was like, he was kind of maybe over his head a little bit even there.
I got a little bone to pick with Malcolm Stewart just cutting down in corners. We'll show another clip here in just a second.
Well, he's the worst rider to do it to. Barcia even scared him.
And I will say that Josh Prouse, who put a lot of blame on Mookie, like 50% last week, I won't go that. I'll give like another 5% back to Malcolm.
Yeah.
Because I'm starting to see a pattern here.
How generous.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Well,
the dude cuts down.
If you're making an aggressive or weird move that scares Barcia, and not even retaliating.
I don't know.
Something's going on.
Let's see here. So you put it here at 119. Homie, you put homie. Who's homie?
I didn't know who it was.
Just a rider ran in the back of somebody who goes down.
Homie out there. Dude, he crashed hard.
Where's it at? Right here on the start?
I was hoping they'd say who it was.
Check out on the left. You'll see it in the kind of the back left here.
He hits the back tire and just goes straight face first.
Dude, those are the worst crashes. You don't know what happened, and then you just end up on the ground face first.
Yeah, it looked like serious crash to me, and then they never even mentioned this. I don't know who it was or what happened, but it didn't look good.
He's good.
On the left.
Good.
Boom.
Yeah, that hurts. That's a broken. You need to get that man a new visor.
Yeah.
All right, McAdoo and Hampshire battled it out hardcore in the 250.
I loved watching that.
Meanwhile, Jets just checking out. Styles is way up, and then these guys were battling. This split lane right here, I loved it.
Too.
Oh, I know. Look at McAdoo just scrubbing that.
So what's surprising is we didn't get one of these in the middle of Will Christian's little interview reporting.
Oh! Dude, McAdoo was banged up. Turned out he had a way hurt knee, too. And
I did something in practice or qualifying or something.
But, yeah, that was an awesome battle between those guys.
Yeah, I liked it. It was cool to watch. All right, Jets burnout and getting the fans going. Obviously, Jet just crushed it at Daytona. Again, I can't say enough about how good this kid is.
That crowd,
I hope he stays healthy.
It really was rowdy. You could tell by watching on TV.
Did you see him storm the field after the races?
I saw it on Joseph Allen's Instagram.
Because they're not supposed to do that, right?
I don't know.
Or is that normal? Do the fans always go down there?
I was wondering the same thing, but they stormed it.
All right. Okay, next clip right here. Malcolm Stewart. I got a bone to pick with this guy. This is the start of the 450 main, going into like the first corner or second corner. And if you watch Malcolm here, this is where Anderson gets into Tomac and then bumps Mookie off the track.
So I've actually got a bonus thing for you before you get into this. Watch Hartraff. He's just to the left of the doghouse. He's starting his bike. He's trying to kickstart it right before the gate drop.
Oh, my God.
Is he really?
Yeah. Look, you can see him in yellow right there. He grabs the kickstart and starts kicking it.
I didn't even
Did
see
he
that.
stall it? Interesting.
That's weird.
Okay. I like when they do
continue.
that to you. You can always see. Yeah. Okay. So going to this next clip right here. So in the main, watch. So Malcolm's right here. Watch where he cuts down right here. Like, you can't do that on the first turn.
It's going to be bunched up.
You've got 20 dudes coming in. Like, you have to give some space, and he just tries to stop and cut underneath everybody. So then Tomac has to check up. Then Anderson runs into Tomac, not on purpose. But I'm just saying, like, he cuts down right there. It's like, that's on you, man.
Yeah.
But this right here. Hey, what was that pull, by the way? What was the pull we did, Josh?
Was he searching for revenge?
Yeah,
Yeah, 80% said yes.
that's what I'm talking about.
I don't want to believe
80% say that Malcolm Stewart was searching right there.
I don't want to believe it.
I'm just saying, watch Malcolm Stewart right here. And I'm saying, dude, there's memes all about it. This is your night. You've got one guy ahead of you. I'm going to cut down as hard as I can. Like, what are you doing? It doesn't make sense to me.
And the bonus clip that you pointed out, Chase, is check this out. So Mookie actually gets pushed off the track right here and then comes flying off back onto the track.
Yeah.
That
was the penalty, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's where he got penalized.
Oh.
I don't know. I mean, come on. All right. We saw that. We'll ask Tyler about it. So, yeah, Mookie comes out of nowhere after getting punted off the track. And then 148.
It's just a giant Mookie Anderson battle here. We got a compilation of all of their little interactions.
Good. Oh, I know. It was rad. I loved it. You were just waiting. And Mookie was going to try and do it again right there, but luckily Chiz was a sandwich between the two.
Dude, he's third in points. Like, if
watch
he is trying
Anderson
to do
right
that
here.
on
Anderson
purpose.
just goes past.
And there's Anderson's penalty.
Yeah, I think that was it. He passed Malcolm right there when he was off the track.
All I know is you were in third in points. If you're trying to do this type of stuff, you're insane.
Well, I know, but
You're
that's
insane.
why it's like you're kind of scratching your head thinking, dude.
That's why I don't want to believe
I'm just saying, you don't want to, but I promise you, Malcolm could have avoided contact with Jason right there.
Maybe.
That's all I'm saying.
And Anderson, too. It's like, dude, you're second in points. Now Tomac's gap, what was it, like 6 points a round or two ago? So he's like 20 points up.
Dr. JB says Anderson's penalty for speeding next to the sand.
Yeah.
Yeah, when he got pushed off the track right there.
I don't know. I'm just not going to blame him because, dude, they're too far up in the point standings and to do something that dumb. I don't want to say it was on purpose.
It sounds mind-boggling, dude, but I'm telling you. Anderson even went over to the Rockstar rig after the race and just, like, wanted to squash the beef with Malcolm.
That's what I would be doing. Like, dude, we're in a championship points battle here. We're up there.
And I saw, but in Malcolm's interview, he kind of alluded to the fact that he saw an opportunity and took it. So I'm just going to leave that right there.
Yeah.
So Mookie gets stuck up in the corner. Poor Dean Wilson was just a victim of these two battling it out. Mookie gets caught up in that tough block. All right.
And then we do have the Mookie deja vu though.
Oh yeah.
Keeping this on. So you watch this Daytona, and then 1 year ago in Arlington.
I forgot all about this. This was the last time Malcolm tried to take out Anderson.
It looks pretty similar. Dude.
Look at him go, dude.
Same exact thing, just ended worse for Anderson this time.
Like, look at
story,
that. Oh, no, dude, look at last week Anderson took Mookie out, but look,
even this, is there
Anderson had just hit Malcolm in the corner before that.
So this has been building for years. I don't really remember him ever hating
Malcolm
each
made
other.
a beeline for his rear wheel. Like, he hit his rear wheel. Like, that was the worst possible attempt, just like that at a takeout. Like, look at that, dude.
I don't know.
Bro, look at his line. Out straight into the back of you. Come on,
Well,
now.
it is the sand, too.
I know, dude. We'll disagree on this for the rest. I know you don't want to, but
and I'm pissed the points got messed up.
We don't believe feelings over facts around here, okay?
I know. But, dude, I'm more upset at the championship points at this. I would like it being a lot closer.
Well, here's the deal. Tomac passed Webb in the whoops, right? McElrath moves over, slows up Webb's, but Tomac was right there. They were basically almost side by side at that point. Mm-hmm. So the question is, would Tomac still have gotten Coop if this does not happen?
I think he would have.
There's a lap and a half left.
They ran into Freezy before this.
Yeah. My argument is that he would have is because Tomac put like 4 seconds on Webb and a lap and a half after that.
I mean, the bike started smoking. I think Ricky was talking about it. They're probably putting on his pit board to just ride it home. Take it easy. And what did he do? Just went full blast. So,
all right, well, look, this is perfect timing because he probably just saw this clip. We got Tyler Enticknap, who is on the phone on Zoom with us right now. This is the brother to the 7 Deuce Deuce.
The 7 Deuce Trace?
Yes, 7 Deuce Trace. I love it. Tyler, how are we doing?
Dude, we are doing fantastic. I couldn't be happy right now. Honestly, like, has been so much more, and it's been just interesting every week on what's been going down. Mm-hmm. It's amazing.
Absolutely. Well, look, we haven't seen you a lot this year. We haven't seen you down on the track side and whatnot, so give us a real quick rundown of what the Tyler Enticknap has been up to.
Yeah, so Supercross Live and Supercross and Feld Entertainment want to go a different direction this year, and that's okay with that. And but I kind of moved on. I got a gig with Hoosier Arena Cross on FS1, and then I moved up to Reno and doing a motocross track up here, and then just been doing schools at Arena Reno, and it's about 30 minutes outside of Reno in this little town called Fernley, Nevada. And that's what I've been doing since basically August of last year. And it's been going fantastic. Like, we just had like 170 riders show up this past week practice. And then I have some events coming up too.
Jeez.
So popping off.
How many coaches you got for 170 riders? About 50?
So I run public practice during the weekends, and then I coach during the week.
Okay, awesome.
And you got locked down too, didn't you? Didn't you get married or something?
No, I got a fiance. We're not married
Okay,
yet,
it's on the way.
but yeah, we're saving up.
And new uncle.
Yeah, new unk.
How's that been?
Yeah, no, it's been fantastic. We got the first Enticknap boy in the family, and he's just amazing. Just a little blessing, and little 7 Deuce Deuce Jr.
There you go,
dude.
I hope I get to see him more.
There you go. Hey, Tyler, we know you watched the races Saturday night, so we want to get your thoughts on a few things. So, first of all, this Anderson Mookie thing, do you think Mookie either that night or woke up Sunday morning thinking, that was so stupid? All right, what's your take on that part of it?
I think Mookie, I was actually just watching it this morning, and I think when Mookie got hit off the track by Eli Tomac, it was initiated by Jason Anderson, around the track on that first section, I think he was just kind of in like a little full panic mode and wasn't thinking clearly. And then he hit the back of Jason's bike that ultimately sent both of them down. And then, in the middle of the race, they got in a scuffle with Mookie's teammate, Dean Wilson. It was just, when it's so hard in racing Supercross, when you start that snowball and it just keeps on going downhill, you just get this huge snowball effect. And then, yesterday they got hit with another, penalty of getting docked to 8th and 9th with Mookie and Jason Anderson getting, behind Ken Roxon. But
yeah,
you got to feel for him, but they lost some valuable points, and Eli Tomac has been on it.
Yeah, he wasn't mad about any of it, I bet.
So, it's going to be really hard to stop Eli Tomac train right now, but you got to just take it one race at a time, and the only thing they can do is rebound at Detroit. You got to come out, get fastest qualifier again, and get through your heat races, good a gate pick, and just start off Detroit main event and try to beat the number 3 on the Monster Energy Star Racing Yamaha.
Yeah, I think the dynamic of the championships changed quite a bit. It's definitely not conservative mode for Eli. Like, he can't go out and try and protect his points lead, but
no.
If you're Jason Anderson, you're basically in a position now where with 8 races to go, you've got to be podium or better every round, and you have to beat Tomac every round here on out. And that's hard to do.
Yes, and Eli Tomac, we've seen it this year too. His starts, he's been, other than starting at the Phoenix Triple Crown, his starts have been in that top 5, top 8 era around the first lap. And Eli Tomac's really hard to beat, especially if he's comfortable. He's liking his bike. We can see that on the track. And when he has that Eli Tomac confidence that we know he has right now, it's going to be, damn near impossible.
I agree, dude. He was smiling and looked pretty confident on that podium.
Well, you've raced Daytona how many times?
I've raced Daytona 3 times.
What was the round that you sucked somebody else into your back wheel about 30 seconds or a foot before the finish line?
Yeah, that was in Daytona. That was New York Giants Stadium in New York, and that was like 2 rounds from the last. It was actually Devin Raper. It was a semi, and that was for the transfer spot. And he got caught up in my rear wheel. I didn't even know, in my defense, that he was caught in my rear wheel. I was
dragging him.
I remember that, dude.
You're watching, just trying to get there. But looking back, just done like the Talladega Nights thing and jumped off my bike and ran across, start line. See if it would work, but
that would have been pretty epic.
Yeah.
Well, so going into Detroit this weekend, obviously Tomac's got the momentum on his side right now, but Webb is also looking really, really strong. I honestly thought when Webb pulled that hole shot, I was like, well, Webb's getting his first win tonight. Do you think, though, like, so we know McElrath kind of moved over, totally unintentional. I feel like Webb, in the moment, I've never raced at that level, so I can't speak for Webb, but probably not the best decision to go right behind McElrath down that whoop section. But for him, he's already coming around that turn. He's already committed to his line mentally as far as where he's going to go. But do you think Tomac still gets Webb if McElrath doesn't come into that equation?
That's so hard to say because Cooper Webb's race IQ
it's insane.
It's insane. It's higher than anybody out there. So Cooper Webb would have absolutely stepped it up a little bit and done anything possible to Eli Tomac at bay. But Eli Tomac was on rails and absolutely charging. I was looking at it today, and I kind of fault Cooper Webb on, getting kind of pinched off on McElrath, because McElrath as a lapper, I mean, that's what you kind of want a lapper to do, is just hug the side of the track.
Yeah.
And, we've seen Cooper Webb kind of struggling in the whoop so far. So I don't know if he was just not comfortable enough, or I didn't see the line on that right-hand side of the whoops where he, should have moved over and jumped kind of across.
Yeah.
That roller, but those moguls were offset a little bit, so you had a really low lip on that right hand side, and it was just an unfortunate thing. I think Cooper Webb is thinking he kind of shot himself in the foot right there, because he should have just kind of thought a little bit more ahead.
Sure,
he probably thinks Shane was going to move over so quick, but I mean, it is what it is. I think this just fuels Cooper Webb's fire, and you're going to see him coming out swinging for Detroit. But, Detroit is a hard packed track. The last time I raced there, it was really West Coast like. So we got to see, how the whoops break down and how Webb's going to do on that harder soil. Because so far, East Coast, he's been doing phenomenal. He's stepped it up.
Yeah.
I agree.
We're doing a poll just on that same question if Tomac would have passed Webb, and so far our live viewers say 79% say yes. So they're kind of there with you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think I had like almost a second and a half, faster lap time than Webb. So
after Tomac got around him that last lap and a half, he put almost 4 seconds on him. So I don't know if Webb just kind of said, you know what, like I don't have anything left for it, or if he got a little tired. But that was my only thing, is like if Tomac had enough speed at the end to put a 4-second gap, is clearly. But I don't know. But Webb was riding so good, you got to give that guy props. And yeah, it's kind of interesting you talked about that. We're going back to really hard packed track, even though it's East Coast, and that's definitely not where those KTMs have been the greatest. So it will be interesting to see that. Interesting. Yeah. All right. What about with this title chase? What percentage in your mind would you give it to Tomac right now?
I would have to go 65%.
Okay.
He's definitely on the majority side of, we're past halfway or right at halfway.
Yeah.
And we've Daytona being the deciding factor. If you have the points lead, leaving Daytona, it's a really good chance that you're going to be, you're definitely in the driver's seat. So I would say 65%, just because with Moody and Jason Anderson getting 8th and 9th this past weekend to, try to make up, points per round on Eli Tomac from now until Salt Lake City it's going to be hard.
Yeah. And it's not that Anderson has to wait for Tomac to make a mistake. It's just that he has to be perfect from here on out.
Yep.
He's still got the best starting average.
I know. His starts are crushing it.
I mean, he's going to be up there, I would think, every round. But like you're saying, he's got to finish in front of him. 18 points with 8 rounds.
Is it 18?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll see. I mean, it's definitely doable, but Tomac, I feel like he's just a different mentality this year. Like, even with when he's had, those weirdo starts, or like, what was it, the round that he went down early in?
Tomac?
Yeah, he was down or something like the first turn, and then came all the way back to, I think, 6th. Can't remember what round that was. Minneapolis.
He got a little help, but yeah. That's his worst finish of the year.
Yeah, but
and
the old Tomac doesn't probably come back to 6th place in that race. He probably gets 8th or 9th, in my opinion.
Yeah, and how many? We've seen Tomac get some hole shots this year too, and I don't think last year. I don't think he got one hole shot throughout 17 races.
Well, it's consistent, right? It's like you just have to start somewhere in the top 5. You don't have to be hole shotting, but yeah, huge turnaround. It was
three hole shots Tomac has. They're all in Triple Crown rounds. This
crazy.
Year.
That's probably 3 times more than he's ever had in all seasons
clearly
combined.
the strategy or like a main point in the Triple Crown.
Yeah, but why do you think, Tyler, that Tomac's turned around with the starts, but Dylan Ferrandis is still just, I mean, he did okay Daytona, but he got a little gift there with Malcolm and Jason. What do you think is the big difference there?
Dude, I think it's his confidence, with Eli Tomac being a past Supercross champion, maybe he's putting a little bit more emphasis on his starts during the week and just having that confidence out the gate because, everybody is so good at starts at this. Like you're winning starts by inches. So, just that confidence, 10 feet out of the gate where you think you can grab that second and third gear and even that fourth gear on longer straights just to hold it on that much more definitely is going to give you that handlebar where you can get that hole shot. I think Dylan Ferrandis definitely found some confidence this past weekend, getting a 4th place at Daytona and, still fixing his starts. We actually did see a decent start from Ferrandis in that heat race in Daytona. Yeah. He was up there.
Second was his best heat finish of the year.
Yeah, he did a good in the heat too.
Yeah. So maybe we see the ball rolling on his starts now coming more on the back half of the season. So it's a confidence thing and just putting a little bit more emphasis on it during the week to work on it. And, all these guys work on starts and, try to dissect it, but executing at the races in a race scenario with 22 factory 450s around you where you can't hear your bike, you can't hear where you're at, you don't really at in your throttle. It's just a different stage set to execute on the starting line. And when you get that feeling on the starting line to execute and you do it time after time and weekends, roll into a couple weekends of good starts, I think it'll start rolling for Dylan Ferrandis.
And you got to look at Webb starts too.
Yeah, they've gotten way better.
Whole shot of the last 2 standard rounds.
Yeah, no, he whole shot the heat race and he whole shot so.
Yeah, well, you can tell it's confidence is not there for Ferrandis because Daniel Blair did an interview with him on press day and was giving him a little bit of crap about his starts, and Ferrandis literally just said, well, maybe I'm just not that good at him. Like, that was his answer. It's like, maybe I'm just not that good. I'm like, dude, if that's your mentality, like, you're already screwed. Like, you're done. If that's your mentality is like, I'm just not that good. So, kind of rough.
At this high level, if you have any, brake links in your armor, everybody's just going to eat you alive.
It's true.
Yep. It's just, Elizabeth Hickman, though, telling you're doing a great job with the track in Fernley.
Yeah.
So
sounds like you got someone to go into your track up there.
Dude.
Awesome.
All right. Well, look, Tyler, we do it to everybody. We got Detroit coming up this weekend. You know how it goes. It's going to be more of a hard-packed track. Who would be your podium picks right now?
With a hard-packed track, I'm going to go Jason Anderson, Chase Sexton, Eli Tomac.
So why would you put Eli Tomac in third when he just won Daytona and he's good on hardpack? I'm just curious.
Because I think Jason Anderson is kind of backed up in the corner right now. He needs a and Jason Anderson loves a looser track, and he has that loose style that fits. So I think he'll really mend with the track, will be at home with a little bit more West Coast style track.
Okay.
And Chase, I think with him, getting on the podium last weekend and with, Detroit has these weird ruts in them where they do get rutted in the corners, but it's a little bit more chuckly, and it's really similar to Theo's as far as how it breaks down. And Chase Sexton practiced at Castillo's all off season. So I think he'll find a familiarity with his bike setup from Castillo's where he did this whole past off season. And then Eli Tomac, just, I think he'll get into third and be fighting for that podium spot. And, I think he'll take a third on this round and not be so worried about winning.
Okay. There you have it. So, Jason Anderson, Chase Sexton, Eli Tomac. That's your podium.
I'm liking it.
Okay.
Just off the top, wild card's 15th. Who are you thinking?
I got
Who?
Amart's my guy right now.
I was going to say Chisholm. He always seems
But
to
he's
be
right
around
now,
there.
he's
But he
racing
just got
250s.
now he's got his
Yeah.
new bike, and now it's like I'm lost.
Props to Chiz, by the way,
Yeah.
getting the Star Racing 250 bike to go ride. That's rad.
Hey, Tyler, we didn't catch that. You cut out a little bit there.
Dude, so stoked for Chiz. So stoked.
He is a boss, dude. Like he's so chill. He's so quiet when he talks, but the dude just straight hauls on a dirt bike.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
And he's done it for how long now?
I know, he's like 35 or something like that.
Dude, on his like 36th year in Supercross, I swear.
But yeah, so 15th place is the wild card. Is there anybody that just kind of comes to the top of your mind right now for that?
I'm looking at the results from last weekend, and I mean, your guy Shane McGillrath finished 14th, and then Justin Brayton finished 16th. But I don't think Justin Brayton's going to be around that spot next time. So I would say 15th wild card spot. I'm going to put. Let's go Brandon Hartrath.
Okay,
Let's go, Brandon.
dude, Hartrath. That's another guy that's really stepped it up this year. Props to that man. I like it.
Dude,
Yeah,
you
no,
gotta
he-
mention the other
solid.
Brandon too.
12 to 15 range all year, and
Yeah.
he's been killing it.
I saw Brandon Scherer hasn't raced since 2019. Made the main last round. What?
Yeah, no, he did. And then unfortunately, I mean, he got hurt, but for the most part, he's all right. And he's actually a Club MX trainer
Mhm.
that occasionally rides and helps out the team over there. And I think he's found a good home over there.
Yeah, I
That's
thought that
cool.
was pretty cool too.
Right on. Well, hey, Tyler, we appreciate you, brother, man. You're one of our favorite guys. You've called in several years now on the show. So we just want to say thank you so much for taking the time to do this. We've had a blast.
Yep.
We got
Doing
your
great in
podium
Arena
pick.
Cross, too.
Yeah, and we're going to hold you to those picks. So enjoy what you're doing. Tell the people about your social, where they can find you, and kind of repeat again what you're talking about. If there's anyone up there in the NorCal area, like what your race schedule, what you got going on there, so they can jump on that and sign up for a little practice sesh.
Oh, yeah, for sure. So if you're interested in the track, go to 95_MC to check out the track. We got the practice schedules up there every week. If you want to find me, my personal Instagram is Tyler Enticknap 723. You can find me on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. I got all the handles, so make sure you guys check them out. And then if you guys are interested in racing or in the Northern Nevada area, please come out, check the track out. Hopefully we can get Chase and the Rocky Mountain crew down for a ride day, because that would be sick. The track's phenomenal, and it's not too far away.
I'm all about that.
I like it.
All right, man. We
Hey.
appreciate you, brother, man.
Hey, same here, man. I appreciate it. I love you guys, and hopefully I'll see you guys soon.
All right, we'll talk to you soon.
All right, later.
See ya.
Such a good dude.
Good man right there.
Such a good dude.
All right, so we'd already watched let's see, we finished up with our race highlights. I guess now all there is to do is just show some memes.
Oh, dude, somebody called me a fat guy.
Someone called you a fat guy?
Somebody called me a fat guy.
That's not very nice.
You call it fat, I call it well fed.
call it well fed.
I call it well fed.
Okay.
is crazy.
I call it a country that is a capitalist country.
Maybe.
Okay.
Maybe.
All right. We got some memes. Does Chase ride? Yes, I ride. I just been injured the last year. Had shoulder
more than I
rotator
do.
cuff surgery, ruptured my patellar tendon, but yes, I ride my dirt bike as much as I can. All right, what do we got here right now? Hey,
This is one Christian was talking about earlier.
I
Where it
love
said,
this one.
you said, yes, you're an SXpert, and then it shows your guys' points, and then it says the lie detector test determined that it was a lie.
We meme everyone else all the time. We can take
yeah,
it. Too.
I
thought it was
got
pretty
thick
good.
skin. Dude, I've
I
been
gotta
doing this
respect
job
that
for
one.
6.5 years. I've got thick enough skin. I ain't worried
Oh,
about
look
it.
at Duke God doesn't call it fat. He calls it traction. I like that.
Traction. Tomac winning Daytona for the 6th time. We have seen this one before.
Yeah, we have.
Classic.
It's getting like, gosh. So this one was a little bit confused. I was like, is that like he was in there for a while just grenading the bathroom and
Dropping bombs in there.
dropping
Yeah, that's
bombs? doing his
SoCal
memes?
redneck. Compliment to him.
It's a
It's
good
true,
time to
though.
do
I
him.
mean, we've
He
all
was the
been
winner.
there.
He was the winner of the jersey.
We've all been
This
there.
one's pretty good.
This one cracked me up with the
See, I
porta
didn't really
potties.
understand like the whole convertible thing, and then Josh pointed out, I was like,
Their
oh,
outhouse is about to dump something.
yeah. What's
If you're, put your favorite, if you guys like one more than another, put it in the chat.
is that a real thing? Like, is that an actual photo someone took, or is that staged? Do you think? I don't
think
know.
it's
Either way,
looked
it's
like
funny.
an actual photo to me.
What else we got?
This one actually made me laugh.
Oh,
Just
poor,
getting right in the way.
like Shane McElrath, man, like poor, like you never want to be in that position, but he did everything right. You can't put any fault on him.
All I will say is I will never say he did anything wrong. So I blame Cooper over McElrath.
See, commercial break.
Still, yeah, there's still some good memes about
People
the
are still
commercials.
upset about the commercials.
I am too, dude. I'm paying the extra $5.
Yeah.
Well, I'm writing an angry letter that we can all get on board with, and I'll ship it in.
As long as they're not cutting to commercial like they used to, like literally during the race.
Yeah.
That's bad.
I don't like that either.
Eli Tomac, Cooper Webb.
They all want to know if I ride. Not much. I'm on that UTV life.
He's got the green B, though. He's got the KX250.
It's there, but I'm
Jet
on the
slowing
UTV
down and
life
knowing he's
right
got
now.
one more lap. How strange. Nobody.
The UTV body style.
Oh, that is funny because what are the chances the bike starts smoking?
Oh,
Almost
you
lost
start
my
seeing
cool.
it.
Oh,
Overheating,
gosh.
that was funny.
Hey, this one, I sent this one to Shane because Shane posted this. If anyone can hold off ET3, it's Webb. That's pretty good.
I will never say he did anything wrong. Ever.
But this is also accurate with that same circumstance.
Yes.
It is good.
You got to
Sometimes-
wonder how that happened.
Yeah, sometimes you wonder how things got where they are.
What's funny is we saw this last week. I don't know who posted this. It was, it doesn't say, but someone posted this, and then what happens? Sand happens.
I know.
And Anderson goes down.
Dude, I'm just bummed about the whole deal.
Suki Mookie qualifies first, my lord. So it begins.
Oh,
a lot of
poor
Mookie ones.
A lot of people felt this way about their top five.
It did derail my top 5 because I had Anderson and Mookie on my podium.
I did too.
This one's good. Winner draw 25. He could have won that race.
I
He should have
know.
won.
Gosh, I had him in third too.
Thank you, Deuce 119. Says it. I stand by my statement, says Shane Wilkerson. He's defending a little bit.
Who's he defending?
This one was pretty good too. with
His
Photoshop.
own statement saying, because Shane posted that about the Twitter.
Dude, this one is good. Six-time
Gosh, that's
champ.
good. This is probably my favorite right now. Tomac in second, and who made this one, Josh, do we know?
We'll have to go back to the Discord and look at it.
Whoever
but
did make that, though, I sent that to Aaron Plessinger, and he loved it for Dale.
I don't even know what movie that is, dude.
It's Lord of the Rings.
Oh, I've never seen it.
What?
I've never
Did you have a
seen it.
childhood?
Dude, who's got 9 hours to? Isn't it like 3 hours long?
Yeah, but you don't have to. You don't have to like, marathon it. Just, gosh,
Never seen it.
I didn't get it. It says Aqua Terra Firma. Which one? Quit picking up on Christian's peeps. Brothers got to eat.
Hey, well fed. Got
Yeah.
traction. I like the traction comment. I'm going
Oh,
with that
my
one.
gosh. All right, well, look, couple announcements. First one, we're giving away those 20 tickets for Seattle for this round. So remember, after this video, don't put it in the live comments. Put it after we're done. Comment below and tell us if you're going to go to Seattle, how many tickets you would want, and hopefully you're one of the people that are picked. Also, we said we're going to do it, and we're going to stand by it. Meme contest, Christian.
Okay.
Starting today.
You're going to let the fans pick.
Yeah, we're going to let the fans pick, right?
Okay.
That's what we talked
Yeah.
about. So we start today. It goes through next month. So, well, how long do we want to do? We want to announce the winner next Monday or next Thursday?
Yeah, we'll announce it next 1 week.
Next
In 1
Monday?
week. Okay, a week from
Give 'em some
today,
time.
we will go through, and during the show, we will do a poll, and we will have, we'll narrow it down to say our top 4 picks, and then we will let you out there vote on whose meme you like the most, and we'll do a poll. And that poll winner is going to get something nice.
And if you're in the Discord, do thumbs ups on the memes you like. It'll help us narrow down the top
Yeah,
4 and
I
what
like
people are
that,
liking.
Yeah.
Yep.
Find the ones that have the most likes, and we'll take those top 4.
Get on it, Aquatic Terra Firma. Get those memes submitted. Christian?
They're trying to cancel me over Lord of the Rings. I just never seen it. I never seen Star Wars either.
I mean, I'm not about cancel culture, but you got to watch some Star Wars, dude.
I watched 300, but
All right. Well, look, with that being said, you guys know what time it is. Let's do a little prize recap real quick to let you know what is up for grabs. Also, let's see.
Dude.
Call it what?
Weston Pike. They want Weston Pike.
I'll
You'll have to put
reach
that
out to
text in.
Weston. I'll reach out. I got
Sorry.
his number. I will
Didn't
reach
mean to
out.
interrupt.
I will let him know that the fans are calling.
They're demanding it.
I like it. And I'm still working on a lot of good riders, so we're going to get it done.
Look, Brian Schaefer, dude. No memes with Freezy.
Yeah?
Slow
Okay.
clap that one. Good to go one week.
When was the
with
last time that happened? Absolutely, he should watch it.
Dude, who's got that time?
Oodles of time.
Perfect, dude. I love that. I'll even vote yes. I'll see if I can track it down
thank you.
on the
All
DVDs.
right, just start with the first. Just yeah. Look, Netflix or somebody's got them.
Oh, I canceled that years ago.
Oh, of course you would. All right, round 10 weekly prize. Let's talk what's up for grabs here. So Toilet Design's giving away an SE4 composite helmet.
That's sweet.
We got a step ramp. If you want to make loading your bike easier, that'll do it for you. Magura hydraulic clutch and a bleed kit. Fox gear set, pant jersey gloves, Bridgestone Battlecross tires, Fly Racing Formula CP Rush helmet. We got Rhino Power giving away a prize pack with all that. So Tusk MX tires, if you haven't ran those are awesome. Works Connection Pro Launch Start Device, and Attack Hour Meter, a Cherubies $150 spending spree, and we got 90 RockyMountain8tvmc.com gift cards where you can go buy some of this stuff from these brands that are sponsoring fantasy, so make sure to do it. Support them.
Awesome prizes. Then, from the day ones, top scorer at the end of this year is going to get that KTM 450 SXF. Race prep, second place, KTM 250 SX. Then third place, Dunlop MX33 tires for a year. $3,000 Rocky Mountain ATVMC spending spree, Alpine Stars Gear and Casual spending spree, $2,500, $2,000 Motion Pro Tools prize package, $1,500 Fly Racing head to toe gear, 8th place Stay6 Stability Cycles, 9th place Milestone Video Games, console and TV. I might have to pick that up. It's cross gen if someone wants to get worked on that. And then 10th place Oakley goggles and sunglasses.
Ooh.
And you got to bring up, this is probably one of the closest polls we've ever had. Should Christian watch Lord of the Rings? And right now, is winning.
I'm a little
52%.
I'm a little offended that people, dude, Lord of the Rings is my all-time favorite trilogy.
Really?
Yeah, I love it. Well, my mom raised us kids, and she always read she read The Hobbit, Lord of the Rings to us, so it's all right. I mean, it makes me emotional. But anyway, Dylan here says, get Kennard to call in.
We already did, but I'm always down
Newsflash.
for that.
I mean, yeah, maybe he wants to do it again, but
I'll never turn
Kennard
him
did
down.
call in already. Yeah, so Aquatic Terra Firma, yeah, he would be cool, and he was cool.
He was cool.
I don't remember what round he called in, but
I
he
listened
did it.
to that one like 5 times after.
Anyway, all right, well, look, everyone, thank you so much for tuning in. We've had an absolute blast today. Remember, comment below if you're going to be at Seattle. Tell us how many tickets you want. Get those memes submitted. Link to the Discord is in the description of this video.
That's where you want to be.
Download the app. We have a chat that we're always doing on the Discord during the races. Dr. JB, there's a tab on there for the stats. So you can go see basically all the stats that we talk about on the Thursday show, the lap chart, everything.
I like someone
it's all there.
will post their picks, and then it just starts the debate.
Yeah.
Right below, helping everybody get the best picks out there. So
and as far as like
fun.
where do you go to make a meme, there's a lot of different apps. If you literally just go to the App Store and type in Meme Maker, there's Meme Generator, Meme this, Meme that.
Yeah.
So just,
It's
and
easy.
a lot of them, there's a lot of free ones that you can download. So anyway, is there anything left, Shane, before we are...
Shane.
Sorry, I was just reading
There's Shane
Shane's
right there.
comment.
No, I'm good.
No, you
Got
good?
the stats lined up for next week. There's going to be really interesting, or for on Thursday. So
Okay. Well, there you have it. Look, everyone, thank you again so much for checking in. We had a blast, and we will see you on Thursday.